Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today we got another new sort of mini update live in Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2. And I won't lie, I was sort of expecting there to be an update today. It seems like basically every Wednesday since Season 1 Reloaded has been like a sort of playlist update day, if you will, where they go through and they rotate the modes for Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2, and partially that's what we got today. Although I will say their new playlist update is kind of weird because this one really just removes more content than it adds in for both games actually, which is a bit of a bummer. Also, they did give us some slight patch notes in terms of some updates to the Trello board and a sort of mini in-game update that also removes even more content. So today's update has actually removed quite a bit from the game in some very weird ways. It's nothing like crazy major, but it's still deleting content and deleting game features regardless, which is very weird. But like I said, we do have a brand new playlist update now live in Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer, then also in Warzone as well. So let's start first with Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer here. And as you guys can see, if you open up the game now, keep in mind this update is not like a full-on title update or anything like that. I didn't even have to download anything when I went to launch the game here, so it's not like a crazy title update or anything like that. If anything, you might get the update requires restart, but that's like the majority of where this update lies. It's just a quick little hotfix one. But we got quick play. The third person mosh pit is still live in multiplayer. They've actually now added back in control, so this is now another mode that's back into the rotation for at least the next week. This is like the main featured one. The past couple of weeks we've seen things like bounty, for instance. We've seen prisoner rescue recently as well, so control is the main mode for this week. They've brought back the shoot house 24/7 playlist, and it seems like they're sort of alternating between shoot house and shipment 24/7 every single week. Really what I think that means is that it's only a matter of time until we end up seeing a shoot the ship playlist officially debut here in Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. And then we also have the CDL mosh pits. So what they've actually gone through and taken away is the tier 1 specific shipment playlist. Obviously this past week or so we've been able to play shipment 24/7, but then also tier 1 shipment 24/7, which was fantastic for camo grinding and everything there. So they've gone through and taken that completely out of the game now. If you want to play tier 1, we just have the standard tier 1 playlist available, and that has all the maps, shipment and shoot house included, but there's no more specific map tier 1 playlist, which is a little unfortunate there. And then if we go over to Warzone, like I said, we got a new playlist update here as well, and this one basically just removes the LTMs, if you will. It's pretty standard. We've got battle royale quads, trios, duos, and solos. And then the only real LTM we have here is mini royale trio. So they've gone through and taken out the third person mode for this week as well, which is kind of strange, I won't lie. So it's just standard battle royale gameplay for all squad sizes and mini royale trios specifically. No third person duos, no third person trios for this week. Definitely a strange playlist update between both games, I won't lie. But like I said, we did also see some slight patch notes with this update, some sort of mini changes that went live according to the Trello boards for multiplayer and for Warzone as well. So we'll jump into that. Just a reminder also, as we're getting into that conversation, if you guys are new to the channel, every single day I got you covered with news, updates, class setups, tips, all things going on between MW2, Warzone 2, and DMZ you're gonna find right here. So feel free to hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications. Also, if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know by dropping a like on it as well. Let's try and aim for 2,000 likes on this one. Y'all crush it every single day with the like goals. So seriously, much love and thank you so much for all the support on the videos. So now we are here on the Infinity Ward Trello board, and like I said, we got some slight updates here. The latest one that Infinity Ward's actually gone through and added onto the Trello board is a new fix that's now live. They fixed an issue affecting tracking of kill distances during the massive stock mission in DMZ. So if you're trying to complete that for your factions, that should be tracking as intended now. There shouldn't be any issues going on with that. Obviously, a lot of the DMZ issues have tracking problems. There's several in some of the higher tiers that are still bugged, and it seems like on a random basis they're going through and updating these missions one by one. So a slight change there to fix that. We still also have a few other things that are in progress. An issue where if you're changing attachments, you get killed and then a kill cam plays while you're changing those attachments, it'll kill your frame rate. They're still apparently going to fix this in an upcoming update. We've had several updates since it was changed to this listing here, but I'd imagine that's probably going to end up changing with season 2 when we get our next major patch note update. Also, they do have a fix in progress still for the gold camo, platinum camo, polyatomic camo tiers being basically broken if you're trying to do additional weapons and skip weapons, basically, because obviously now with our DLC weapons, you don't always have to do a launcher, you don't always have to do a melee in certain cases. fixes for those higher tiers, because it's just 51. They have a fix in progress ready for that, but it's not obviously live yet. They do also still have a fix in progress for if you end up suspending the game or like tabbing out of the game, it won't let you matchmake without restarting. So just a heads up, you might want to avoid doing that if you're playing on PC, or if you're going to the dashboard on PlayStation or on Xbox, it might affect your matchmaking. Then you'll have to restart again. Fix in progress for that. And like I said, we know for sure the next major patch note update that's going to include a ton of gameplay fixes is unfortunately season 2, which is still a couple of weeks out. That said, I'm sure we're going to see some random one-off updates on random days of the week in the coming weeks leading up to season 2, where they fix a few things here and there like they have been sort of sporadically between the holiday break and now. So as we start to see any new updates go live that have some decent fixes, of course I'll be covering those, so stay tuned for that stuff. And then as far as Warzone goes, this was our sort of patch note update for today, our mini update if you will. They've actually disabled the restock public event while they investigate an issue causing loot dropped by players to disappear. So I'm hoping this is going to tackle a really large issue in Warzone 2 right now, where ground loot will despawn ridiculously fast. According to what they're saying here on the new Trello update and on the Twitter update here, is that it's caused by the restock event that's going to cause loot to disappear more frequently. So anything you might drop and the restock event happens, it'll end up deleting that. But in general, there are times where, you know, you'll kill an enemy team and then you go to get their loot, maybe your friends in the gulag because you traded throughout that gunfight, and by the time they're out of that gulag and they're back on their stuff, that enemy loot has completely despawned. I can't count how many times I've had a triple plate vest in front of me and I ping it for my teammate. I'm like, okay, hey, there's a triple back here so that you can grab that when you get back in. And then 10 seconds later, it despawns. Or as I'm landing in to grab the loot, I can see it in front of me and I get up to it and it despawns. So they are aware of that issue, and now in game, you're not going to notice any sort of restock public event happening in game. Obviously, we have that. We've got the jailbreak going on as well. So I'm wondering if we're going to see other events, you know, like sort of replace this while it's currently disabled in game. But that was another gameplay feature that was removed with today's update. So a lot of removing with today's patch and not a whole lot of adding, which is kind of strange for an update, especially in times like these where we're just waiting on content and they're sort of limiting it right now. Obviously this one though for good reason, because it's game breaking. But all that being said, that's effectively what ended up changing in today's sort of mini update between MW2 and Warzone 2, and that's going to wrap things up. If you guys enjoyed, let me know by dropping a like on the video, and if you guys are new here, feel free to hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications. That way you can always guarantee you're up to date with all things going on in the world of Call of Duty. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.